We have Albuquerque's poet laureate here. Hakim Bellamy. Hakim, good to see you.
Good morning, Larry. It's good to be back. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Good to have you back.
And
what you been doing?
I've been hanging out with the coolest teenagers on the planet for the month of June. Stop. Now, really, like we've been in a writing camp of sorts this summer called the Voces Teen Summer Writing Intensive at the National Hispanic Cultural Center. And we're getting ready to go our separate ways. The month of June is ending.
Aww.
We're sad, but we have some stuff to show off. And these writers have been working their behinds off, and so they're going to be presenting some of that on Friday.
so what kind of work have y'all been working on?
All kind of stuff. So
Poetry, I'm guessing?
Poetry by default, and then short story writing, comedy, music. What else, Simon? What am I missing?
I think that's
That's
pretty
it.
much
That's
everything.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get involved with this, Simon?
My mom.
Did she make you go?
She didn't even make me go. I was like, what am I gonna do this summer? And she's like, here, go do this. And I'm like, all right. And I did.
Are you an aspiring poet, writer, what?
Well, I don't know. I guess I really like writing, so that's why I did this.
I think your mom was onto that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't do a lot of poetry until this month. Now I do a lot of
He's
poetry.
been kicking butt.
So-
this month.
Is he? Has he found himself here?
I don't know.
Did you find yourself?
No.
But he's like, this guy's really one of our wittiest writers. He's a really smart and funny writer. So, Simon can do a lot of things. He could do TV, maybe stand up, not stand up.
I don't know. I'm working on a stand-up bit about sloths, but it's not funny yet, so that'll come next.
That's pretty
I
funny.
just think of the pictures I see with the sloths lately, so.
Yeah.
So you're more like a comedy poetry?
Not really.
Or-
I am working on a funny poem, and if you guys come Friday, you'll be able to see that. But just
Got the
anything.
man poem.
The man poem.
There's
It's called
the
the
man
man's
poem.
alphabet.
There's yeah, it's looking
Yeah.
really good. It's a duet with him and another poet.
I may be a little old school, but the funniest poet that I know is Ogden Nash. You familiar
Nash.
with?
Yeah, I'm
he's
familiar with Ogden
really
Nash's work. Yeah.
funny guy back in the day, and
Still, yeah.
So there's a place for comedy and poetry too.
Absolutely. And usually the comedy you hear in poetry is like witty. I think of Billy Collins, who's a former two-time U.S. Poet Laureate.
Yeah.
And Billy's stuff it's funny. For me, I'm from New Jersey, so sarcasm and dry
Yeah.
wit, it works really good.
So some of the other writers too, what really kind of motivates them to do this boot camp?
I'll let Simon speak to that, but I know that in the past years we've been able to actually fund the students, like they got a stipend to be part of the program. The program's in its 12th year. As funding things go and funding cycles go, that kind of funding is not available anymore. So it changed the dynamic of the program because we always honored the fact that teenagers are, adults too, and they have lives and they need to work in the summer and make money. Sometimes they have to pay bills. And so really to get the writers able to be free and have the luxury to be with us for a month, we used to pay them. So this year that funding wasn't there, and so but the group that we have this year, like they really want to be there, and they're volunteering a
that's
month
great.
out of their summer to be there. So
And I'm guessing, Simon, it's kind of like an outlet for you too.
Yeah, because I really do love writing, but I don't write a lot when I'm not prompted to in some way. So it's nice to just have that, like, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna write for an hour.
Yeah.
So then you sit down and you write for an hour.
yeah,
I could see your job, Hakim, is not to teach this, but to unlock it. Am I right?
You're absolutely right, Larry.
You set the example. You say you have it within you. Go find it.
Yeah, we create the space, and then we provide the tools that we have, like myself, Carlos Contreras, and Colin Dowles Hazelbaker, are the other two parts of Urban Verbs, and we kind of facilitate this particular program. And we have our strengths, but we have our weaknesses. And so when we aren't good at something, like when we knew we had a bunch of short story writers this year, like we actually asked Simon. Simon came up with one of the exercises that we actually worked with throughout the summer, and then we went to other people that we knew that did short story work and said, what kind of tools can we bring to these writers to help them grow in the way they need to grow?
Yeah. So Simon, what do you see your future with poetry?
Beyond this Friday?
Yes.
There is no future.
I don't really know.
It'll
Probably
go
gonna
where it goes.
keep writing it.
Good.
beyond that, I really don't
We
know.
hope he does. Like, Simon's been quite a find.
So in just a second, we're going to have a little poetry.
Oh, we are.
And these guys are performing?
Actually, one of our poets who was a student at New Mexico School for the Arts,
great.
Serafina Martinez Ridgely, she's going to share some of her work. And she's also a theater actor. So she's got,
this will be good.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Serafina's got skills.